Hey guys, welcome to my garage. It's normally more full than it is right now. It's empty over there if you can't see it. But sadly, with the cost of owning a classic cars, it's in the shop more often than you would like to admit. So I was planning to do a video on my 68 Le Mans because this guy left a comment right here asking about it. But sadly, you're just gonna have to settle for the story about my friend's car. He just recently got it and sold it. So if you watched my last video, you would have noticed that when I was doing the house tour and I went in the garage, I blurred out one of the cars in the back. That's because my roommate Pete bought a new car and I wanted to save it for its own special video, as well as videos of both our cars side by side. However, he sadly sold it. And no, it's not the Corvette behind me. So our story starts off about 8, maybe 9 months ago when I actually closed on my house. And the agreement we had between me and my friend Pete was that once I get a house, he's gonna move in and pay rent, and he also gets a garage spot included in his rent. That way he could leave his parents' house and finally buy a fun toy car like me. And I kid you not, the literal next day after my offer got accepted, he managed to buy, wait for it, a 67 Pontiac Le Mans. So yes, I had a 67 and a 68 Pontiac Le Mans both in my garage. I can only imagine what my neighbors were thinking when this 25-year-old kid moves up to this nice house in a nice neighborhood, followed by 2 nice classic cars. They're probably, this gotta be a drug dealer or something, right? But before we get here, we had to jump back to about a week after he bought his car. The trailer came for the delivery because the car was in Iowa and he had it shipped to Georgia. And the guy gets out of the car, starts walking to the back of the trailer, goes, "Oh, I love the gold paint, it's so nice." I was like, that's red flag number 1. Pete's car is dark navy blue. But I mean, it's a decent sized trailer, so it could hold 2-3 cars, whatever, we'll see what happens. And lo and behold, he pops the trunk, and there's a gold 67 Pontiac Le Mans. I was like, dude, that's not my car. So I have no idea how that happens, but they somehow shipped the wrong car. So needless to say, they shipped it back, shipped him the right one, no cost to him to make up for their mistake, and it was all sorted. And so it's unfortunate for Pete that he's waiting for his car, excited to drive his car, but to me it's pretty funny looking back. I'm sure he's laughing at it too, because how does that happen? So a few days after that incident, the right trailer arrives, he gets his car, and it's just flawless, pristine. It's got the Pontiac 400 engine in it, it's got a nice little cam to it, the paint's perfect, it's convertible, it's anything and more of what you could ever ask for in a classic car. So he drives it around for a few months just enjoying it, and then winter starts approaching, so he takes it to a shop nearby and just to get like a new battery and some just miscellaneous minor things done to it. And as soon as the mechanic sees it, he goes, "I'll give you $42,000 for that car right now." And he just got the car, he was enjoying it, he had no interest in selling it. It would have been $10,000 profit, but it's just not enough to make it worth it because he just got it. So I'm not sure exactly what exchanges went on, but they ended up with him leaving the car there through the whole winter for sale for $50,000, and the mechanic would get a $2,000 finder's fee if it happened to sell. So we had it at 50 grand, which is a little on the higher end for that car, but market's high, and if someone was willing to pay it, then why not? Because he's not going to drive it anyways in the winter, so I just had it sitting there for shiz and giggles. You never know, right? So a few months go by, hear nothing, and then as of 2 weeks ago, he heard an offer. A guy tried to get it for $46,000, and they go back and forth. You know, he probably said 49, whatever, and they end up at 46.5. And he accepted that offer last week, filled out the paperwork, and sold the car. So when you deduct the $2,000 finder fee, we'll call it $1,000 for the miscellaneous maintenance like the battery and stuff, leaves him about $11,500 of profit for owning a car for 8 months. So you're telling me there's assets and investments you can buy and just go joyriding, having a good time, and make 11 grand? Not all investments have to be boring like stocks. What can I say? If you know what you're doing and you buy it right, these things go up in value. And so if you have a story similar to this one, or you just like this one, leave a comment down below. Don't forget to subscribe and like below, and I'll do my car next if you guys want, because it's definitely got a story or two behind that as well. It's the curse of the Pontiac Le Mans for me, let me tell you. All right, have a good one. I'll catch you guys in the next one. See ya.